Well, you saw my previous video where had my bumpers out and I was fitting them. So I've got my bumpers ground and fit pretty nicely. Did my body work, kind of straightened the side of the panel to make it fit a little bit more. Now I'll actually do my skim coat and work that in place, and those will fit real nice. I went ahead and set my trunk lid in place. I blocked it up with wooden blocks where to maintain the exact height I want so I can do my body work on it, on my doors, as well as my convertible top. Got my convertible top, stripped all the stuff off of it, got it in place, made sure it operated up and down, did some tweaking and modifying, made sure it latched. So now I've got every single piece fitting like the way it should. Now I'm working on straightening sheet metal. So up front here, these louvers, I spent quite a bit of time yesterday trying to straighten those because you can't put filler around the louvers. Louvers are extremely hard to deal with because you have to have them slick inside and out. So I've got my louvers in good shape, and so the Jaguar's coming along pretty good, getting ready to start doing a little skim coat on it. Now on my street sleeper, we've been working on it, and let me give you a little closer look on what's involved in changing the color. You know, we pulled our engine out and then we painted all of our engine bay. Now I've pulled all the doors off, so I want to show you what's involved in pulling doors off and changing the door jamb color. All right, here's our street sleeper. Here's one of the doors that we've got off. And you can see we've had to pull all the panels off, all the wiring out. There's the back doors. There's the other front door. All the masking that is involved. The cab, I've still got masked for my primer. And then here you can see with the door off, we've had to pull the back seat out, the rear inner panels, all the lower seal plate, inner panels up at the front kick panels to be able to get all the wiring out. So quite a bit involved in changing color. Then over here you can see all of our other panels, and they're all pretty much ready to sand for guide coat and paint. And then you can see the masking involved here, and then we'll actually come back and I'll do another mask line all the way around it to keep all that paint off the primer. Then we'll shoot it and unmask it and then put our doors back on. And then once we get our doors back on, then we can guide coat it. I do it this way because right now you can see those doors are upside down. They're sitting on that primer I just put on. And it'll allow me to pick that door up, put it back on the truck, and sand any imperfections that may have happened from it sitting on that stand. So that's how our street sleeper is coming so far, and how the Jaguar is coming so far. So let's get back to work. Well, we got our jambs painted and our doors set back in place on John Bell's street sleeper. I can't stress how hard it is or how much work's involved in changing a color at this level where we've cut the back glass out. We removed the doors completely. To get the doors off, we had to pull the seat, pull the interior, pull the seat belts, it's just a huge amount of work. But if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. So once we got all that off, every little bit of it has been pre-cleaned and sanded and epoxied and base coated, clear coated, and it is really, really, really nice. We went all the way in behind the seals, and that way we can get all in behind the glass. So you won't be able to tell this truck's ever been color changed other than the interior. Now this interior looked gray, but the more brown I put on it, it's starting to look, it's a bluish gray. So I think what we may end up doing is taking most of this interior back out here too, along with the seats, and then we'll have the seats redone. And then we'll re-dye all the sides and all the pieces and parts to a more of a brown color. So, hallelujah, the jambs are painted. Next step will be, we'll shut these doors up. Once I get these doors closed, I'll seal off that area in there. Then we'll start doing our guide coat with 320 and block all this down. Then remask it again, and masking is one of the biggest jobs, as big a job as anything, because we'll mask and then unmask and remask and unmask. So we'll actually unmask all this stuff here to get all this dust and debris out of it after we do our sanding. and then clean it all up again, and then remask it. And then Kevin Tetz, the host of Trucks, is going to come up, and we're going to do a training video on how to spray high metallic. In this camera, you can't hardly see it. You can't hardly tell the metallic, but this is a high metallic a brown, or called Java color right here. So inside, it just kind of looks like the brownish grayish brown, but outside it's really going to have that Java metallic and really pop well. So stay tuned for our training video coming up. I'll do a little bit of the shots and put them on my blog, and then that training video will probably go on eastwood.com as we go along a little further with it. So, come along good, John. I want to give you one little closer look at how nice the jams actually came out. Really slick. All the way around. It's going to be a nice color change. Looks like glass. Stay tuned for our next update.